It's your boy, King Soul, Psycho CEO, Konsole Kingz, the Chief Brand Operator, as you can say. That's one of my other aliases. You know, I control all the branding at Konsole Kingz. Today, I just want to make a little video to, explain to you guys how much time and thought goes into making a gamer pic. We don't just whip gamer pics out. They don't just fall into our lap. There's actually a design process and quite a amount of energy and work that goes into doing this. So today we're going to talk about the new gamer pics that we're just going to put out in the marketplace, and those are the Konsole Kingz Battle Stars. The purpose of a gamer pic is to represent you in the video game. And what I mean by you, not like you personally, but you and how you're feeling, what you're feeling, what you want to express when somebody encounters you online. It's like your clothes you wear, like the fashion you put on, what shoes you put on, what jacket you put on that day, because you can wear, one person can go through various styles of clothing, but it all depends on how you feel that day. And that's what gamer pics represents. A lot of first-person shooter games on the Xbox are real popular. Everybody plays them. It's like one of the top genres on the Xbox. So I wanted to kind of make something that simply stated what that was when you saw it, iconically. If you looked at it, you automatically knew what to think in your head. We kind of merged two elements, I guess, when you think of military, when you think of rank and you think of classes in military, sometimes that's denoted as a star. And that's also like an award in the military. You get a star, you get Purple Hearts and things like that. So we took the star concept, because when you see military, you see they have stars on the cuff, stars on right here and there. We took the stars and we also kind of merged that with classes. Like you see the caret they use, for a sergeant, they may have like 5 of them, or they may have 1. So we kind of merged 2 of those together. So when you see it, instantly your mind kind of goes back and forth. Oh, it's a star. Oh, that looks like he has some kind of class or rank. And that's what we use for the Battle Star pick. So we kind of merged them together, and it's very clean, very simple and easy to distinguish. But you have to actually do some real research and get real hard facts in your designs, because you can't just pull that stuff out your ass, you know what I'm saying? So what I did, I went to Borders, I went upstairs, I went to the war section, and I specifically looked for weapons of war and things of that nature, and I got a whole bunch of books, just sat down and just was going through, flipping through. I flipped through stuff from the Roman, time with the Greek mythology, all the way to the Roman Empire, Dark Ages, Civil War, America, all kind of wars, all the armies, all the weapons. I went through all that, because that's where my mind was going at first. I was thinking, what kind of symbol of a weapon I could use for this gamer pic. But the more I thought about it, the more I was flipping through stuff and seeing the actual the men that were engaged in battle, and then I started looking at their clothes. And in some form of fashion, there always was some kind of star somewhere. Like even with the weapons, they would have the medals that go along with it, and the medals always had stars on them. So that kind of helped focus my brain. It was like a shield, a star, a crown, but we already used crown, so I didn't really want to use a crown again. So shield and star became the two things that that were going back and forth. So what I did is I made a whole bunch of sketches. Even right here in this book, I always have sketchbooks. So it started off when I was in the library. I was looking at the war stuff. I was thinking about a helmet as well. A helmet, a shield, crown, stars. All these things are used to be like symbols of battle and doing combat, class, rank. When you're trying to get the upper hand and win and be successful in whatever war you're waging. And in this case, it's physical war, virtual physical war. When you're online competing. So I went through like a shield with a Xbox controller in it, a crown with a shield, on top, like a helmet with crown on it, just different type of things like that. So we dropped the shields. I just said, fuck the shields. down to the star. So I said this star is pretty cool, but it kind of looks a little funny. This star looks like some Wild Wild West shit. I was like, no, I can't really mess with that. And then it gets down to this star, and this star. That looks like a ninja star, so I couldn't go with that. So these two stars became like what I was focused on. This star and this star. This star is just was, my eye got distracted as I moved up. Even though I like the cuts, I like to play on a simple star, but you do subtle stuff just to throw off a basic shape that people know, and that gives it like a real totally different meaning. So we kind of designed with a model of complex simplicity. You know, that's kind of what I use when I design. But I like this one actually did that for me. You know, it wasn't distracting like this one. And I was like, that's kind of cool. It looks like a star, and it also looks like some, you know, military rank type of thing. That could really work. When you download the pack, you're going to notice that we have this gold star. We have digi-camo prints inside the stars. One is blue, one is gray, one is kind of like sand color, mountainy. You know, we kind of did those to kind of play along the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. You know, just kind of piggyback off what they already do with their camo and put in the stars, because when you play these games, you can be, you know, you might have some sea combat, you might be in the mountains, in the desert, you might be in the snow. Basically in Call of Duty, you can be everywhere. So that's kind of what we did with that. And then we had the nuke star, since that's so popular in Call of Duty, you know, getting the nuke and just wiping everybody out. The nuke star, as you can see, it's like what happens when the atomic bomb goes off. It's all orange and dusty. And so we put that inside the star to kind of capture that. And thanks to my people on Twitter, they helped me actually pick out the right version of the nuke. So hopefully this will help you understand, you know, how we come up with the gamer pics, and just to show you that, you know, we put time in giving you hot shit. And, you know, if you're going to buy it, I think, you know, we should actually, you know, you should actually see what's going on, see how it's made, see what's being put into it, so you can know how special it really is. Because every gamer pic we design, I think, is special. Konsole Kingz!